So, although they had me make an appointment, it appears the home is just about completely vacant. So I'm going to start. I tend to do these things and I look for issues more than anything else. So I'm not going to show this house on the video as here's the wonderful kitchen, here's this, here's that. I'm going to kind of go through and be critical. And I'm going to start with the flooring. This isn't nice flooring, it's a laminate. A Pergo type of flooring that's a snap click. It is definitely a little bit heavier than the minimums, so it's thicker and more robust and has a better finish on it. Pretty nice flooring actually. The windows are all double pane, low E type windows. The screens, as you can see, have had a little bit of life to them. And then walking on through, let me get this front door shut. I'm not real thrilled when they put the flooring in and they put the corner or the base molding back. I'm not particularly thrilled with the job they did doing it. When any of this stuff, when you install it, you have to come back and caulk it with white caulk and paint it, or it just doesn't look right. So anyhow, coat closet, and it appears there is somebody still living here. Walking on through. So nice new or newer appliances, newer. And the cabinetry all looks real good. A little bit of wear to it, but not bad. And nice and open from the kitchen through to the family room or fireplace room or whatever you want to call it. And I apologize if the video gets a little jerky. Obviously, I'm doing this with a cell phone. The cell phone seems to have about the best camera you can get. And so it seems to work about the best, but I know sometimes it can be a little jerky. So quite a bit of storage here under the stair. This is their pantry. And there really is quite a lot of storage here. So that's nice. And I know another thing with these videos is you hear a lot of huffing and puffing, and I think a lot of that's the mask. I have to wear a mask while I'm going through these folks' house. So slightly oversized two-car, and I say slightly oversized. The most modern construction, you have about 1 foot of wall on either side of the garage door. Here you got 2 or 2.5. So when you pull your cars in, you got enough room to get the doors open and do your thing. And a little bit of room here for a workbench. The way the garage is configured, obviously, they have not been putting cars in here. So I'm going to walk over, see if I can get a look at the electrical panel. And the only reason I'm looking at this is in case you should want to do some expansion. It looks like you've got 2 slots to expand if you wanted to put in a high capacity outlet for a welder or something like that. And it's a Cutler hammer panel, so that's a good electrical panel. There are some electrical panels out there that are recalls and things like that have to be replaced. The water heater looks relatively new and in real good shape. Looks like it's installed properly. Furnace does not look like the original furnace to the home, but sometimes it's hard to tell. And with furnaces, that's something that we always get serviced by a licensed HVAC person, just to make sure there's no carbon monoxide leaks or anything like that. Moving on through, I think I'm going to take a quick peek out here in the backyard before I head upstairs. It is a nice, large yard. I'm sure you've seen the newer zoning. We're up to 9 units per acre around here. And what that does is, and that's after you fit your parks, your playgrounds, your sidewalks, and everything else. And what that's doing is a lot of the new construction now, you'll go into a neighborhood and it'll be half townhouses, half houses. And that's how they meet that density requirement. And the idea is they're trying to, increase urban density and reduce urban sprawl. And we're all kind of suffering for it. The builders hate it. it makes it much, much more difficult to develop a neighborhood when you've got to jam more houses than what'll really fit in there. And you end up with these, house in somebody else's backyard and stuff like that. And they're fine with permitting stuff like that as long as you can meet the density. So this is the downstairs or guest bath, just to try and get your bearings back. So it looks out at the front, and it's up these 2 steps and just right here. And they've updated this. This toilet and pedestal sink, I'm sure, were not put in by the builder. So heading on upstairs, and they've redone this rail and haven't finished it, so it's just a bare wood rail. And coming around to the left, looks like we're gonna have a laundry here. And I'd have to go back and look at the listing. I don't know if they're including the washer and dryer. It's usually about 50-50. Some do, some don't. Same thing with the refrigerator. And this is the master. And this is an AC unit, so this house does not have central AC. Very few homes around here do. 10% maybe. You only get a week or 2 every summer where you really need it. And so a lot of people don't have them. I think it was the year I retired from the Army. We had a real hot summer. We bought a window air conditioner and used it that summer. And then I think it sat in the garage for the next 3 or 4 years before I even took it out and put it in the window again. More recently, we just built a house and we had what's called a heat pump put in. And a heat pump is a thing that it produces heat, but if it runs backwards, it produces air conditioning. The local power company has grants and other incentives to help you buy one of these things and put it in. They're around $4 grand, $4 to $5 grand, depends on the size of the house. But they are definitely worth it for the energy efficiency and the fact that you can get heat out of them 11 months out of the year, and then AC that 1 month that you need it. So they are pretty popular. And I don't know what the incentives are right now. I've heard of incentives, and actually our kids put one in here about 2.5 years ago. And I want to say the local power company picked up about 1/3 of the bill. So I believe it cost them, it was like $4,200, and I think they spent 26 or 27, and the balance was paid by the power company. So they're just using this room kind of as a giant closet, I think. And on to a child bedroom. The paint job here is pretty good. It's pretty tastefully done. It's not sloppy. What I see a lot of times with these custom paint jobs is that they get paint all over the floors, the carpet, and other things, and that hasn't happened here. I will say I think this trim started life as a wood finish, and they've painted over it with white paint. A couple little issues with the carpet here. And this person, I do remember maybe from the listing seeing something about this person being a photographer. So this is a photo studio. These kids' rooms are all, I'm going to estimate, and I'm pretty good at estimating, they're all about 12 by 12. I think the one that's being used as a closet is probably the smallest. But 12 by 12, 11 by 12, so good size for kids' rooms. And this one's even bigger. This is probably 15 feet this direction and 10 this way. So this is a real nice size room. So guys, nothing super remarkable about this house. It is a nice house. It's 25 to 30 to the flagpole on JBLM. It is 20 minutes to the Puyallup South Hill Mall. So not a bad location, not a bad little house. And I think that's probably about it. I'm going to go ahead and end the video and get it uploaded and over to you. Please call me with any questions, and I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you.